Hey everybody, Long Ago Ego here. My name is Jeffrey, and today we're with John once again. And what is this, about the fifth time we've played?
Or fourth? Oh, yes.
Something like that. And of course, we are going to mirror what happens on OGS here on the Home Goban. And
Game started.
request for a game has been sent and accepted. Oh, good. I was going to suggest that you play a 4-4 stone today.
Mm.
Okay, I will play in the opposite corner. And it looks like we have one viewer. And if they could say hello, that would be good. Okay. Okay, with our 3-4 stones, Stephen is here from Asheville, North Carolina. Hard hit by the hurricane uh, several weeks ago now. So, anyways, our 3-4 stones are on a pinwheel shape. I need to play that. Okay, we don't want to get behind here. Okay, so John is doing a high approach. I will attach under because I want to keep him out of my corner. When I put, ooh,
Homer, sorry. May I take that back?
yeah, yeah,
Sorry.
Undo
I,
requested. Undo granted.
okay. So,
yeah. So when I put one hand on him, he's going to come back. Nice Aikido move.
so
Jiu-Jitsu. That's a hint.
uh,
I
uh,
grab your shoulder. What do you do?
yeah, sorry, I'm converting the diagrams in my head, and I go. No, I don't go back one.
Okay, so let's switch to the weather cam. It's presently 8 degrees Celsius, 50 degrees Fahrenheit. It is going to be sunny and clear. It's a little overcast right now, but that's going to improve. And of course, here we are in the studio. There we
Sorry.
go. Okay. Yeah. So I put a hand on you. You're going to come back and put a hand on me. I will step back so that I've got uh, 2 stones. That's solid. And then a diagonal connection to this stone makes it solid. That 2 hands on me left a cutting point there. So you're going to stop that from happening. And I'm going to do a solid 1 space extension. And you're going to go back high. And I will approach you high as well. So you approach me high in the lower right. I'm approaching you high in the upper right. So you attach to me because you want to push me out of your corner. I put 2 hands on you. You step back because extending and making 2 stones makes that a stronger structure, and you're diagonally connected to your initial stone.
So here I would slide 2 spaces to R13. But I already got a stone on Q10.
You
Could
can always
I?
check. You can always check my structure down in the bottom corner because it's the same Joseki.
Okay, so you went
I was white and you're
1
black,
space.
so
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, so I will follow your lead.
Okay, and then I am going to go low.
Hmm.
Oh, you're going to do an enclosure. That's very interesting. So if you're going to do an enclosure there, I will do an enclosure as well.
Okay. So you were
Okay.
expecting me to challenge your
Well, yeah,
lower.
we
Yes.
do cornerstones and then we do approaches.
Mm.
We haven't talked about doing enclosures yet. Especially an enclosure off of a 4/4 stone, I think is downright silly.
Okay, so is it okay if we take that back? And we get back on the track of,
Well, let's play it out.
okay.
Stephen has a question about Q10. Q10 is part of the lower right. It's the extension from, just like K17 is my extension from the Joseki in the upper right. So, Stephen, I'm not quite sure what your question is. R14 could be influenced by Q10, but only insofar as you might want to go to R13 rather than R14. But then you've got a 2-space extension with an O Kema, and then a 3-space extension from your basic first Joseki there. So 3, 2, and 2 is not really a good structure for the side. Having the 1 space of R14 actually makes it more secure. Anyways, John, back to you. I've played my enclosure. Now it's your turn.
Okay, sorry.
So this stone is the extension off of this Joseki, last stone in the Joseki, just as this is the last stone of that Joseki. So that's a Joseki. This is a Joseki. That's an enclosure. This is an enclosure. Okay.
I played d13.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna, yeah, fairly large point here. Okay, so that's a nice block of that. Now, the reason I was hoping or was suggesting you do a 4-4 opening today is so that I could show the 3-3 invasion
Okay.
and having the enclosure of G17 so far away from the 4-4 stone, and then especially D13 way up on the fourth line makes the invasion a little more secure. Okay, so that's correct. Now, I'm not entirely sure I'll be able to live because there are a lot of unknowns. That's interesting. Cap that. Okay. All right, so I'm going to lay over here. Finish this off. keep up here. Now I have to be careful that I don't get into an avalanche situation here. So I'll just play here. That makes everything nice. Okay. And I will do honey. Okay. That's a good move, but let's do this first, since it's there. Okay. And then I will extend with this stone. Okay. And I will.
Ah, okay. Sorry. I phased out.
Okay, so you left the door open. And I always think it's a good idea if a door is open is to go through the door.
Okay.
Okay, that is a little far. Do a Natati on that stone. And then I will extend. Okay. Finish off this up here first.
No. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Go. Sorry.
And I will take that one. Now, the reason I played D19 is to have that have no effect.
Mm.
Now, if I hadn't played D19 and you play H19, then I can't fill at F19 because if I did, you just take everything at D19. So I play at D19 to prevent an avalanche of stones being in a tutty, taking a tutty, can't connect, get taken.
Okay.
Okay, get jumping out into, where is that? Okay. Hmm. Now, you may notice that that was a 3-point jump, and all of your stones on the 10th line are 2-space jumps.
Mm.
So that does give me a little bit of leverage here in terms of cutting through something. So I'm just throwing a stone into the middle of the biggest gap and then hoping for the best. Because you're down into that pocket, I can't enclose the pocket without giving you a wall behind to seal off your pocket.
Mm.
So if I try to play something around L or K4 or 5, right, that would be a thing. Okay, so we're going to first put an Atati on this stone. I will just connect solid. Okay. And then you left me a cutting point, so I will cut. I will get out of that. I think I'll just go straight. Do I need to put another stone there? Yeah, I'm falling behind here. Okay. I need to stay here. Okay, interesting. And I will extend. You're going to do a tiger's mouth on that. There. I'm going to tidy those two. Extend. And extend. Wait a minute. Oh.
Terry.
Yeah, I'm my real board is off
Ah, so
base. How is that? These stones are gotta be. Okay, I have to give up playing on the
Mhm.
real board because I have an
Okay.
issue someplace.
Okay.
So okay, good move. Okay, I gotta get rid of these stones. Otherwise, I'm gonna be misthinking here. Really frustrating
Okay.
when things don't align up. OGS on the board. Okay. Yeah, that's not a problem because you've got no place to go.
Mm.
I have enough liberties.
Italy.
Okay.
Mm.
Hey, Steve, keep grabbing for real stones, but
Okay.
there's nothing on the board here. I took them all off, so I did it again. Okay, we'll just drop down in that case. Now, do you think you can get two eyes in that space?
Um, uh, I invested quite a lot in it already.
Oh,
Uh,
that's never a good place to start your analysis from.
so,
There's an
uh,
expression, cut and run.
okay. So,
I'm
I
not saying
should
it's
just
not
stop it.
possible. I'm just
Mm.
saying it's going to be tough.
Yeah, you're not gonna make my life easy there. Um, your enclosure is not yet bloomed. I cannot stop it easily because I've got your L colon group on my back. Mm. Um, I should try to widen my connection, my east-west connection.
Okay. Now this whole thing started with my iffy, very iffy what? Oh, 6 stone. Right? Jumping in. You jumped out 3 spaces and I took
Mm.
the midpoint.
So for a wall, I've got a wall of 2 stones. Jumping 3 is just
Well, no, no, no,
one
no,
far
no, no.
away.
That doesn't. That's not. Well, I guess you do have the on the queue line. You've got 2 stones. Yeah,
Yes.
jumping 3 into the center is a long way to go.
Okay.
Okay, so Steven's saying he appreciates the OGS more,
Mm.
especially if my stones are misplaced on the real board. I'm still not quite sure how that happened because they looked appropriate from both the right and the left side.
You need an assistant.
Okay, now when you're unsure of if you can go and rescue a group, it's often best to leave it and play Sente elsewhere.
Okay. I want to make my line, my axis, my 12 axis wider.
Okay.
I want to, but I see you've got the 17 line stones, got strong on the 16th line, and I don't like your stone in N14. I am tempted to go N12, but that should be okay because it's just putting like here like a support to prevent you from going towards my line 10 and
Well, make your
rushing.
best move, the one that you think is gonna work the best for you.
Okay.
Okay. If you're gonna do that, I am going to push through because if there's an open door, I always want to go through it. Okay, yeah. So you saw that, which is good. I'll push again. Of course, my two white stones on the 10th line are probably dead now. I was not able to rescue them because you didn't play L11, which means I could have played K11, and then your stones would have been dead, and I would have rescued my stones. So playing K11 was a good move. It keeps my two stones dead behind enemy lines. However, they do have some Aji still. Maybe.
Okay.
You know,
It depends
they're
on
not dead yet.
yes. So
But they're probably dead.
I wanted to play L12, but then you can cut at K12. And I can Atari at J12.
Yeah.
So,
The thing is, me playing at K12, it wouldn't be Atari.
yes. Okay.
That's the difference now that you've played K11.
Atari -1. Okay.
Yeah.
So I will play that.
Okay. So you're going to do that. And I'm going to jump out here because I've been wanting to do that. That's what I call sticking your nose out into somebody's business. Because if you had played that, then I would have had to flatten out at J17. Now I'm out, got my nose out into that pocket. So I'm going to neutralize a lot of that pocket just from extending one space out. And if you do that, I'm just going to go like this. That's the thing about getting your nose out into the fresh air is it's tough to stop it, especially if you attach to it.
Hmm.
Okay. Okay. Empty triangle, your 3 stones. So you can't cut me off. If you do, you lose those 3 with the Natati
Hmm.
at 09. Okay, now I'll connect. And once again, I've got my nose out into your business. Okay. Push forward. I will push down. Ooh. Now you're cut off.
Hmm.
That's 2, 4, 7 stones cut off.
Hmm. Monkey jump threat. Okay.
Yeah, it would be nice if I had an overlay to put lines and or line and numbers and letters on my grid on the real board. Yeah, that would be nice. I've seen cases of that where people have that.
Hmm. Uh,
Lower left,
lower left.
lower right corner is dead.
Should
Lower
see.
left is me.
Yeah.
We're getting a comment here from Stephen. Indeed, indeed, indeed. Through. Through. Yeah, I'm not sure that that's necessary because that corner is pretty closed off. Now over here, that one's necessary. Okay, that's going to deny you 1 point instead of you playing there. Yeah. And then I guess I'll play here. Play there. Okay, that puts my stones in danger, so I'll play there. Okay.
Not necessary.
No, that keeps me from taking that point away from you. And I don't especially want to leave something behind there. So I will double tap, as they say. Okay, that's good. And I will take that stone. That takes a point away from you. Dead.
Okay,
So
yeah.
that's basically a pass. So I will pass. So unless you want
Pass.
to try something with the stones um, in the center lower left,
I've got 4
it's
minutes
over.
left. Uh, Let me pass.
Remove the dead stones.
Okay. Yeah, I'd say that looks like it. I will accept.
You have won.
Okay.
Thanks.
Yeah, by a bit. All right. Yeah, I probably should not have survived in the upper left corner. So you did play that pretty well until you didn't.
Hmm.
So you sort of let me off a little bit easy there. It should have been a more difficult uh, thing for me to live.
Okay.
Okay. And then yeah, on the right side, you were just going for a little too much in terms of jumping your stones out. Jumping out
Okay.
3, then jumping out 2, and jumping out 2 again on the 10th line.
Hmm.
Not advisable.
Okay.
Um, yeah, the same thing applies to why in that upper right hand Joseki,
Hmm.
I suggested just a one space final extension
Hmm.
rather than a 2 because it would have left you with a 3 Ogema
Hmm.
and then a 2 space jump. And that extra distance between those makes everything vulnerable.
Okay.
Okay. Well, thanks, John.
Thank you very much.
All right. And we'll see you next week.
See you next week.
Stephen, thanks for stopping by. More of a fighty game than it should have been. Following the opening Joseki as we should be doing at this point is probably best. Otherwise, it just leads to a fighty game. All right. See you next time.